Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the Glitched Out Gaming Podcast, episode 44. We're about ready to go out the door because, dear Lord, the news is dry once again. It's that post-E3 drought. Drier than California right now. And anyways, I am Lord X, and I'm joined once again by the one, the only, he's only on PlayStation now, Israel Pacheco.
That's a true story right there.
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Like you said, it's pretty dry in terms of game releases, in terms of news.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is the summer months when there's not a lot going on.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to put our thinking caps on for like topics of the week moving forward. If you guys have any suggestions for topic of the week, by all means, leave it down in the comments below, or if you see a news story we didn't talk about, give us a link, because it'll help.
Yeah, I think things will pick up again, like August. There's, a couple big releases coming out and then moving into September. So
True.
But July does look pretty bare.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get some game news at a San Diego Comic-Con. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Though, there was a news story we didn't talk about last week. We'll get to that when we get to the news section. But anyways,
right.
Let's kick off this show as we kick off every show with what we've been playing. So, Izzy, what have you been playing, my man?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's been one of those weeks where I guess I played a little more, technically, of Ni no Kuni after we recorded, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing else. I don't know. I'm going through one of those phases right now that I don't know. It happens every now and then. You go through a phase where you want to play stuff, and then other times, no.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. Well, I got a few things on my list since the last time we recorded. I've been playing more Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I can't remember the sign, whatever. #FE for the Wii U. And I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. It's really scratching that JRPG itch that I've been having.
Mm-hmm.
The animated cutscenes are really nice. They're the anime style stuff that you expect from the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei series. So they're really beautiful, really colorful. The last one I experienced was one of the characters singing into it, which was really cool. But yeah, I'm digging it. The story so far is pretty neat. I love how they're bringing in the Fire Emblem characters without like overdoing it kind of deal. So yeah, it's been really nice so far. I'm really digging it. Other than that, I played more Hitman Go on the Vita. I pretty much just sat down, finished it, got the Platinum Trophy, which was really funny because it's my 47th Platinum Trophy, and the title of the Platinum was Agent 47, so it was really good timing. So yeah, that was neat. Loved that game. Really good, really cool. Might have cheated to get the Platinum, but, looking up guides, that kind of deal, because I was just like, I just want the Platinum now. But I digged it. I really enjoyed it. It was a really neat game. And the other thing that I've been playing, also on the Vita, I've been back on a Vita kick again ever since I got that 64 gigabyte memory card to put into the system, which is odd because that kind of costs more than, most Vitas you can get now secondhand. But I've been playing more XCOM Enemy Unknown Plus, and God, I love XCOM, and God, I've been digging this with the Enemy Within stuff that's included with the not co-op missions, but espionage type missions that you can do, and having like augmented soldiers and mech suits and everything. It's really cool, and I'm really digging it. And the weirdest thing that I've had happen now, because this never happened when I played the base game before, and I don't know if they added this in when they put out XCOM Enemy Within, because I never really played much of it on PC or on console, really. But I've had a couple of missions that have been located in St. John's, Newfoundland, where I live.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really random.
Yeah. Because I live in the fucking middle of nowhere. Nobody knows where Newfoundland's to. So I've had a few there, like a couple of normal missions, and I had one like console mission pop up there where it was like this fishing village up the coast from St. John's, Newfoundland's gone dark, and there's been alien activity. Go check it out. And it was an intense fucking mission too, where these goddamn sectoids, which causes the zombie ones, like, it's horrifying. Those things are fucking horrifying. It doesn't matter how like well your soldiers are, they're god awful to deal with. And that was the only like aliens that were in that mission, and there were a shit ton of them and more spawning by the minute. Like, by the time I like evac'd in that mission, I had like 6 of them coming after my soldiers as I was trying to evac the area. But the thing was, like, it was like a fishing village, and it was an actual fishing village where I'm like, that kind of looks like one of like the small towns around here. I'm like, like, bravo to the guys at Firaxis, because that was pretty awesome to experience.
Are those like randomly generated, like in the game?
I think
like your missions.
I think so. Yeah. So it was really weird. I maybe that one was one like put into the game, but.
The only thing I can think of, if it like read your IP address or something weird like that.
I'm on the Vita. Like, I could understand that if I was playing like the phone version of the
PC,
game.
yeah.
But the way I'm playing on the Vita, and I got like I've gotten another one in St. John's like last night that I did. I was like, what the fuck? How am I getting all these missions located in St. John's, Newfoundland? So fucking random and weird, but kind of cool at the same time, where I'm like, cool, we're being invaded. If a real alien invasion happened, they wouldn't even know we're here.
Just call Jeff Goldblum.
But anyways, that was cool. And that's pretty much all I've been playing. I started Mega Tag Mention Neptune plus Blanc versus Zombies, but I haven't really...
What in the hell is that?
Okay, Mega Tag Mention Blanc plus Neptune versus Zombies. It's part of the Hyperdimension Neptunia series.
Okay.
One of the spin-offs. It's more along the same lines as the Action U Unleashed game, where it's arena fighting, basically. It's not turn-based RPG. The whole setup is that their school is being shut down that they've been going to. So Neptune has the idea to create a zombie movie. And yeah, you're filming a movie, basically.
That's so weird.
Japan.
That is really weird.
Look up some videos on it after the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. Those games are already strange.
Yep.
Just the regular version, so...
Yeah, this is just adding like a whole new level to it. I'm thinking that they were inspired by High School of the Dead, maybe, but yeah, I only kicked that up. It was like, ha ha ha, this is funny, but I only did like one mission before I had to leave for work, so yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been playing. And I guess now we can dive into the news. And the one story that I was going to talk about very briefly, because I just want to use something here.
Okay.
EA, they remember Criterion, where they were going to do that extreme sports game, like with cars and other vehicles? Remember that from E3 like 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently EA was like, Vince McMahon, go into the room. So he busted in the door and went, yeah! And yeah, that game got shut down. And now they're working on a Star Wars game, apparently. So, yeah, just another excuse for me to put in that Vince McMahon clip. But anyways, let's dive into the real news. So, Izzy, let's kick us off here.
All right. So, I guess this would be good news depending on your perspective.
Yeah, if you wanted one, you're fucked, but...
Oh, yeah.
But it's good news for Sony.
Yeah, so PlayStation VR pre-orders are now sold out. There's not going to be any more units available to the public until they're released on October 13th. So what happened, earlier this week, I believe it was 10 a.m. either on Monday or Tuesday that they went live with pre-orders. I know this article references GameStop, for example. I'm sure they were up like on Best Buy and Amazon also. But they pretty much sold out incredibly quick. And Sony just put out pretty much like a press release saying, oh, there won't be any more units available till the thing comes out on October 13th. So this is great for Sony. Seems to be a lot of interest because every time they allocate new units to their distributors, they sell out, if not immediately, within a few hours. Yeah. So it could be that there's just not that many units available, or it could be that there are a lot of units available and it's generating a lot of interest, especially after coming out of this E3 where they really made a push for VR and they really sold it, in my opinion. Yeah. Which they did kind of the impossible, because we always talked about how the hell are they going to sell this, something that you can't, actually experience yourself. But I think this is cool.
Yeah, and like with the Vive and less or so the Oculus now, like generating a lot of like people making videos of it and people seeing more of it and experiencing it. They're like, I'm cool with this. I want to try it out. And Sony was like demoing it now across the US and Canada as well, so that's probably generating more hype for it. So yeah, this is really, really cool for Sony. They can finally get rid of their warehouse full of Move controllers now too.
Oh man.
You know it's true.
You had to take a shot. I'm happy for Sony. I hope this turns out to be successful, especially with the lackluster launches of the Vibe and the Oculus Rift earlier this year, and it's been kind of a hassle getting into people's hands. And
well, I know that's true for the Oculus, but from what I've seen, the Vive has been keeping up with demand pretty well.
Oh, that's good to hear. But there was some back and forth between Oculus and Vibe over the exclusivity of the games, and I know Vibe, they're still waiting on the motion controllers, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the Vive came with the motion controllers. It's Oculus waiting on theirs.
Oh, okay. I must be confusing the two devices, but I'm not going to be picking up either. I'm going to be picking up a PlayStation VR. Yeah. I have a pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it when they released the first batch of units, pretty much. I'm just hoping my pre-order does not get canceled and that I receive my unit at launch and I don't have to wait several days for it. Yeah. But good news for Sony.
We've got some good news for BioShock fans as well, because 2K finally confirmed, after this has been leaked like several times now over the past year, that BioShock the Collection is officially confirmed, and it's coming this September. I don't have the news story up, so I can't tell you the exact date. But
September 13th in North America, 15th in Australia, 16th internationally.
Thank you. So yeah, that's finally happening, where you can play one fantastic game, one piece of shit, and one that's meh. And I'm pretty sure you guys can digress which ones I think are which.
Yeah, the original's meh. No, I'm just kidding.
The only good game of the bunch. I hope they sell these separately on the store as well, because I would definitely pick up the first one.
Yeah, I didn't play 2. I did play the original BioShock, and I played Infinite. It's weird. Like, now that I think of it, I enjoyed the story more in Infinite, but I enjoyed the mechanics more in the original. If that makes any sense.
I guess so. I couldn't get into Infinite at all.
I love the story in Infinite, but I thought the game mechanics worked against the story for whatever reason. I don't know. I just felt like I'd rather just watch a movie of the story than play the game. It wasn't a bad game, like, but I don't know, like, it didn't gel with me in terms of the gameplay as much as the original.
Yeah.
With the original, with the plasmids and all that stuff, that was really cool at the time.
And BioShock 2 was just a terrible game. Like,
I never played it.
You're better off for it. That game was like so repetitive, and it just took away a lot of the magic from the first game. I know some people absolutely love it, but I tried playing through it. I got part way, and I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm doing the exact same thing over and over again. There's nothing really neat or unique about the game, so I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'll be picking this up. Not at launch because we got that bet, but I'm sure by the end of the year I'll have picked up this collection because I do want to replay the original, and I want to replay Infinite to see how I feel about it now.
Yeah,
and I do want to check out 2 because I never played it, just to compare them, like play them simultaneously since they're all on this collection. So it's cool. This thing's been rumored for like a year now, but
yeah. All right, it's time to pass go and collect $200, Izzy.
I was trying to think of the currency in Final Fantasy, and I couldn't think of a damn. But speaking of Final Fantasy VII is getting its own Monopoly game. This is a slow news week.
Big Boss is happy somewhere. He's clapping right now. Woo,
so
Monopoly.
It's available for pre-order right now on the Merchoid site for $50 US. And yeah, that's about it. They're getting a Monopoly game based on Final Fantasy VII.
Yep, that's I mean, I guess it was only a matter of time because everything has its own Monopoly version these days. Though, granted, this is the first one where I'm kind of like, I kind of want to check this one out.
Yeah, it's funny. I just clicked on the link for it, and it says, "Oops, product not found." So I don't know if it's sold out or.
Probably.
Let me type it in on the search engine. Yeah, it's not coming up. Only thing that's coming up is a PlayStation 1 snapback hat with the controller on the front.
Maybe check
Damn
Park
it, why
Place.
did I have to see this? Now I want this hat. They got me with something. Jeez.
Alright.
PlayStation.
Well, it's time to finish up the news here. We got some Nintendo news. That's right, news from Izzy's favorite company right now. So, Nintendo has confirmed VR research. Surprise, surprise. They were the first ones to do it, after all, with the Virtual Boy. So, yeah, at its first shareholders meeting, writes Lucy O'Brien from IGN, or Lucy O/Brian, as it says right here. At its first shareholders meeting for the fiscal year, Nintendo has confirmed it's actively researching virtual reality. Miyamoto writes, or he says, long play sessions are an issue. We want to release something that can be played for long periods, carries value, and is affordable. We want parents to feel at ease. VR functionality is but one of many rumors about Nintendo's new console, the NX, which has a release window of March 2017. We currently know very little about the machine, and it was absent from E3. Miyamoto claims this was to avoid imitators. Okay. I'm getting shy now, I guess. They remain tight-lipped on details regarding its next platform. Normally, we would have shown the NX at E3, he said, but we didn't. We're worried about imitators if we release info too early. Who cares? Like, seriously? This kind of worries me on the fact that they're worried about imitators, so are they doing another gimmick?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it means. They're going to do something. Again.
If anything, guys, Nintendo, you should be the imitators right now. Copy what Sony's doing, or fuck, even Microsoft.
Oh my god! First off, with the whole comment about VR, yeah, VR pretty much just like flew right past Nintendo, and they didn't realize that this was going to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge miscalculation on their part,
Yeah.
I guess, because of their experience with the Virtual Boy. But
Mm-hmm.
that was a prototype that they forced Gunpei Yokoi to release.
Yeah.
That was a prototype, and it was the higher ups who decided to release that as something to the public. So that wasn't his fault, and unfortunately, that led to his, tough place for him in the company at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and in terms of Miyamoto talking about the NX and not showing it, it's coming out in March. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you got 9 months, depending how you look at it,
Yeah.
depending on the date it comes out. You guys need to show something. Like, you're not gonna pull a Fallout 4,
No.
right?
You're
Like,
doing a
this is
console. You need to get info out there.
this is a
early for
console
people.
launch. And you know what I've been thinking? If they really want to sell this console, just bundle in Zelda for free.
Mm-hmm.
If Nintendo has balls, they'll bundle in Zelda for free.
Yep.
Screw the software sales, bundle it in for free. People will buy the machine.
Yep.
I was just thinking about that earlier because I was watching Damiani's video on Breath of the Wild. Like, he did a commentary over the footage that he was able to get at E3 of his gameplay session. To be honest, it kind of got me more interested in the game now that I saw that full, like, it was almost an hour long playthrough, and it was interesting. It does look interesting. I don't hate on the game. I've been crapping on the game. I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm. It's
but,
just not what you expected.
Yeah, but now it's making me think, like, man, with all the interest this game has generated, just pack it in. Like, let this be your Nintendo Land, Wii Sports. Like, it's not gonna show off what the system can do in terms of whatever the gimmick is, which I'm afraid that might be what the launch game that is included with the system does.
Yeah.
But just put Zelda with it. Like, this is, out of any game that has come out on the Wii U, this has been the one that's been the most talked about.
Yep. Hey,
Out of
that's
anything.
why I bought my Wii U. I got Wind Waker for free with it.
Yeah, exactly. And Zelda's a big franchise. I just hope, like, I don't know. If they don't bundle in, whatever, just go third party. Give up, Nintendo. and put Miyamoto in a closet or something. Like, because it just seems like the last 10 years he doesn't know what he's talking about. Poor guy. Like, I got a lot of respect for Miyamoto, but between the comments of this and the comments made about Zelda and why Link is not a female character, or at least giving you the option, it's just, it's all nonsense at this point.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see where this VR research goes into. Maybe the next Nintendo handheld is a VR system that you could take on the go. I wouldn't put that past them.
Especially if you're doing cartridges for games.
Yeah, and the after, you know, the big push that they did for 3D with the 3DS, and now most people just shut that off. We'll see where they go from here. It's just they need to show this system soon.
Yeah.
They really do. Like, I hope within the next 2 to 3
we're going to see
months.
September. In September
Yeah,
they'll do it.
September.
Probably around
I'm
the time
hoping.
of TGS, maybe.
I'm wondering when they're gonna freaking announce the release of the PlayStation 4K already. Which, that's something else they need to announce very soon, if that's coming out this holiday or the first half of next year. But
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of seems like PlayStation's they got kind of caught off guard by Xbox and the Scorpio, so it seems like they're rethinking their strategy with the PlayStation 4K at the moment.
Yep. Alright, well, folks, that wraps it up for the news this week. As we said, we were stretching for news. I'm sure there's stuff that we missed or didn't cover, like the PlayStation Plus games for June and all that. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for that. So it's time to move into our topic of the week.
Top.
And this week, we just wrapped up the month of June. So it's time to look back at quarter 2 of 2016. That's right, we're looking at April, May, and June. We've got the top 10 highest rated games we're going to go over. We got our personal top 3 picks. And of course, the games from the quarter that we want to play more of, or need to play, or want to pick up eventually. So with that, let's go into the top 10 here. And I guess we'll count down from number 10 to number 1, I guess. So at number 10, we have Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, which got an 86 on the PlayStation 4, and no score on the PlayStation 3. This is, of course, in regards to Metacritic ratings, so take that with a grain of salt. Moving up to number 9, we have Total War Warhammer, 86 on the PC. Next up from that, at number 8, we have Dirt Rally, with an 86 on the Xbox One and an 85 on the PlayStation 4. At number 7, we have Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, with an 87 on the Vita, a 82 on the 3DS, and no score yet on the PC. It only came out at the end of June, so...
Oh, that's true.
That rating could change eventually anyway, as we'll find out later when we go into our fantasy draft. Some of the ratings there have changed since we covered it at the end of March when we did our quarter 1 rebag. So, alright, moving in at number 6, we have Doom with an 87 on the Xbox One and an 85 on PC and PS4. Moving up to number 5, we have Dark Souls 3 with an 89 on PC and PS4 and an 87 on the Xbox One. Coming in at number 4,
what the hell is this?
we have Steven's Sausage Roll.
I need to look this up.
With a 90 on the PC. It's a kind of puzzle game, I do believe. Simple 3D puzzler, I think I saw it on Steam as. Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. Coming in at number 3, we have Overwatch with a 91 on Xbox One and PC. And a 90 on the PlayStation 4. At number 2 is the game that nobody picked for their fantasy draft, but probably should have, Inside, from the creators of Limbo, with a 92 on the Xbox One. It's not out yet on PC, so no score there. And at number 1, to nobody...
Mighty number 9. Oh, wait.
It's the game that won't make you cry like an anime fan on prom night. It's Uncharted 4 with a 93 overall.
It'll make you cry like a grown man, though.
Make you cry like a grown man when you go through the Crash Bandicoot segment.
Oh, yes.
So there you have it, folks. There's the top 10 highest rated games for quarter 2 of 2016. And there's some good shit on here. Like, I was really surprised. Usually when we do this, we get a lot of, like, unknown PC games that we have no idea about, but
yeah, Sausage Roll is the only one that I don't know about that's on this list. I remember last quarter there was like
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, it was probably more than that I had no idea what these games were.
But yeah, like Uncharted, nobody's surprised that it's the highest rated. It was either that or Overwatch, which were going to be like the top rated ones. So it's cool to see Inside way up there. It's really cool to see Doom to be on the top 10.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, it's awesome that Zero Time Dilemma managed to break the top 10 at number 7, no less.
What's up with the 3DS version? Does it have like technical issues or something?
Maybe. I know the graphics are a lot worse.
Okay.
Like, it looks a lot cleaner on the Vita, which made me change my pre-order over to the Vita version. Yeah, some cool stuff here. Cool to see Total War Warhammer break the list as well. So, some good shit here this month. Or this quarter.
This quarter.
So yeah, personal top 3 picks now. My top 3, Uncharted 4, no surprise. I haven't played all that much of it yet, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions definitely like dug its claws into me, and has been a favorite so far. And again, I haven't played much of it yet, but from what I have, I've had like so much fun playing it. Doom, like definitely my top 3 right now. What about you, Izzy?
Yeah, I got 2 that overlap with you. Uncharted 4, which I finished. Doom, I got like 75% through it, so I got to experience most of it. I am going to restart that game within the next month or so.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long since I put it down. But yeah, and then my third one is Star Fox Zero. Surprise, surprise. I didn't play much this quarter, I guess.
I thought you would have mentioned Ratchet and Clank.
I didn't finish that.
Okay.
I barely got. I think I got like an hour into it. That's why I didn't put it on here. Star Fox Zero, I finished though.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, but it's a game that definitely has a lot of issues. And the more distant that I get from the game, the more distance that I get from the game, I kind of feel like maybe I kind of was like a little bit too fanboy on it. Like I wanted it to be good, and it wasn't as good as like I initially said it was in a way. Not that I was lying, but I don't know. I'm kind of really like there's good elements in the game, and I did enjoy it. Like I honestly did enjoy it. I'm not BSing, but there was definitely parts in the game, like the last boss battle was a pain. The controls take a long time to really get to learn. It's not the Star Fox game that even people who are huge Star Fox fans, they did not like this game, and the critical reception was bad.
Yeah,
very bad
as
for
we'll
this.
We'll find out in a little bit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I still enjoyed it, but maybe if I would have played some other stuff this quarter, I'm trying to think. Probably Ratchet would be on this list. As a fan of platformers, but I only got like an hour, 2 hours into it.
Well, I guess that's a good segue into like the next little section here, which is the games that we want to play more of from the quarter.
Like I got how many did I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just go through them real quickly. I already mentioned Doom. I want to restart that and play through it. That game, by the way, is fantastic. If you guys have not played Doom,
so satisfying.
In terms of like pure gameplay mechanics, I think Doom is the best thing I've played. If we're just talking about gameplay. Uncharted 4 is a full package, but even I have to say that the mechanics in Doom... It's the Lex Luger
of this list.
But in terms of gameplay, I just got that joke. The Lex Express. And then I just talked about Ratchet and Clank. I'm definitely going to restart that. That's definitely a game that's right up my alley that I know I'm going to love. Mirror's Edge, a game that wasn't in my top 3. Really one of the most disappointing games of the year. I just did like a pickups video where I talked about it real quick, but pretty much talked about how disappointed I was with this game. And I actually looked it up, and Mirror's Edge came out, I said 2009 in the video, actually came out in 2008. 2009 summer was when I played it, the original, for the first time. And to have that 8-year gap in the game to have not evolved as much as I wanted it to, and to still have some major issues when it came to hand-to-hand combat, like they couldn't figure that out within 8 years. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I want to finish it just to finish it, but at the same time, out of all the games that I have here on this list, this is probably the least likely that I'll actually complete. Next one that I got is Overwatch. I had bought this on PC. I put like no time into it at all. I did like the tutorial. That's all I did. I didn't even play the main game.
Definitely I remember hearing you telling me that you bought it, but hadn't heard you talk about it at all.
Yeah, I played the tutorial. That's all I did. I got caught into the hype. Quantum Break. I still haven't sold my Xbox One yet. Like, I don't know. Like they're going for nothing. Like Microsoft is just like discounting them so much. Like you freaking buy a TV, you get a free Xbox One. You buy a computer, you get a free Xbox. So like, I was looking up the trade values, and it's like $125 at GameStop. And then if I put it on eBay, when you you know, like when you put in fees and shipping, because it's a heavy box, because it's a big thing, and then all these fees and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, it's probably just not worth me selling. Like, it's better me selling it to somebody that I know, like, personally.
Or even, hell, just trading it in and, like, on a time when they have, like, offers and get extra credit.
A better deal, yeah. But, yeah, Quantum Break, that was another one of the games that I was really looking forward to. I did not complete it. It just didn't hold my interest. This is the ADD freaking quarter, because all these games that I didn't complete. Next one, Lego Star Wars. I just got that. I still haven't played it. I am going to play it eventually with my little brother. I know that for a fact, especially since there's a drought now for at least this month. And the last one is The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I've heard a lot of good things about this DLC expansion. I do want to go back to The Witcher. I really, really do. This time around, I'm going to put it on easy and not have to be frustrated with the combat system or anything. I just haven't gone to it right now because I'm in Ni no Kuni land right now, and if I hop into another JRPG, it's just, I'm sorry, Ni no Kuni, but it's done for Ni no Kuni. So trying to focus on one game at a time. But that's it for me. I'll kick it over to you on the games you still want to pick up or play or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Well, of the ones on my list here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them I have yet to even take out of the packaging.
Ooh.
That's Star Ocean 5, Zero Time Dilemma, Ratchet & Clank, and Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. I will be getting to those games. Definitely, like Ratchet & Clank, I'll probably go through that in like a weekend or a week. Star Ocean, I intend to start up like once I'm done with Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Like yourself, I'm going to try and stick to one JRPG at a time right now, because I don't want to spread my focus out too much. And like yourself, I'm probably going to hang back from like buying shit for the next 2 months. Only I Am Setsuna. That's the only thing right now for this summer that I
looked that up. It's $40. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be like 20.
Yeah. So yeah, I intend on picking that up. But those 4 games and Valkyria Chronicles, I fucking adore and love that game on PS3. So like, I bought that just to support it and say like, thank you Sega for putting this out.
You got the Steelbook, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That was another added bonus for buying it right away too. So yeah, there's those games which I need to dive into. Zero Time Dilemma, I was thinking about like firing that up right away, but then I listened to Easy Allies talk about it, and I'm like, maybe I should go back and really finish the other 2 first, so I can get the most out of it. So I'm kind of debating right now, probably loading up 999, playing through that, and playing through Zero Escape, and then playing Zero Time. Maybe that's what I'll do when I go on vacation next month. So yeah, there's those that I need to play through. As for the games that I've played and need to get back to, God, I should just include Bravely Second End Layer with those 4, because I put that into my 3DS, loaded it up, got to a save point, and then turned it off. So yeah, I need to play that as well. For the 3 that I have played and want to get back to, Dark Souls 3. I was really digging that game when it came out and started playing it. Loving it. It's a Souls game. It feels better than 2 did. I guess more of an effect from them having done Bloodborne and then making this game. They kind of learned a lot more, I think. So it was a lot more fun. And I do want to get back to it, because Dark Souls is one of those games where it's so frustrating, but at the same time it's so rewarding as well. I need to get back to playing some more Severed. I have loaded that up like the odd night before bed and playing through a bit of a dungeon, but again, need to get back to it, need to play more of it. And the other thing's Alien Nation. I think I only did like 2, maybe 3 missions of that before I stopped, so definitely want to get back to that game as well and play more of it. And oh my god, I just thought of something too. Even though it came out in March, I never got it till the second quarter of this year, but I need to get back to playing more Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 3. Need to get back to that. I need to make that video onto it as well that I've been planning but not doing. Well, I'll be getting back to that as soon as I have 49 platinums, because I intend to make that my 50th platinum trophy. Gotta celebrate on a high note. But, yeah, that's pretty much the games that really popped to my mind right away.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the discussion.
Yep.
Seems like both of us started a bunch of stuff
Mm-hmm.
and finished barely anything. I only finished, Uncharted and Star Fox?
Yeah, I finished.
That's getting in a whole quarter.
Well,
What?
I did finish a few games throughout the quarter. Uncharted, and I finished Hitman Go, as I talked about earlier.
That's true, yeah.
I also finished Barbie and her sister's Puppy Rescue.
This guy.
Alright, so another quarter's done, so it's time to take an update on our fantasy draft. That's right, at the beginning of the year, you guys might remember that we each picked 10 games, and we're going to see who has the highest score at the end of the year, given the Metacritic ratings. So I've broken it down by person, and which games have been delayed, what the scores of the games that have been released are, and what games are yet to be released. And by doing this, you know, Izzy, you're not really out of the running yet, to be honest.
Not yet? Okay.
Because you've had 3 to be delayed, but both myself and Ozzy have had 2 delays, and Aaron has had 3 delays as well, so you're not up Shit's Creek yet, my friend.
Not yet. We'll see.
Yep. Alright, so for myself, delays to next year, Persona 5 and Horizon Zero Dawn. Funny enough, both ended up in February. Both of which I have collector's editions pre-ordered. God help me.
Yeah, they're about like 2 weeks apart, right?
Yeah.
Is it 2 weeks or 1 week?
2 weeks. I have to finish Persona 5 in 2 weeks.
Oh man, February is gonna be nuts.
Yep. As far as scores go, I had Uncharted 4 with a 93. So, yeah! Top dog right there. Dark Souls 3 with an 89. Star Fox Zero with a 69. My ace in the hole fucked me in the hole. Doom.
The foxhole.
Oh! I had Doom, which got an 87. And Bravely Second, Endlayer, which had an 81. Respectable scores.
Good scores.
And the games that have yet to be released, and 2 of them we have no fucking idea when they're coming, so no my luck, they're both getting delayed to next year. Those being Divinity, Original Sin 2, and What Remains of Edith Finch, which we have not heard a single goddamn thing about, which worries me.
Yeah, that game fell off the map completely.
Yeah. And the last one that I have, The Last Guardian, which we know is coming October 26th now. And that's probably going to get me a 70, to be honest.
I really hope it's like mind-blowing, but I doubt it.
Yeah. I hope it becomes one of those which is like loved by critics. Yeah, that's my hope right there. But it's probably not. It's probably going to be like in the 70s. Average. It's good. That's what it'll get. Moving on to you. Delays to next year. Super Mario NX, which was like a ballsy move to make because there's nothing in names for Mario.
Yeah.
Zelda NX and Wii U, which got delayed till March for the Wii U release. NX release, sorry. And Wii U release. And Mass Effect Andromeda, which basically...
I really expected that to come this year.
Yeah, like... And all we got at E3 was like a fancy trailer. And
I still don't know what the hell they're doing with that.
It like 2 E3s ago, we got essentially what they showed this year.
Yeah, it's...
What the fuck? By now, you think they have a gameplay demo at least.
At least a collection. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. As far as scores go, you got XCOM 2 with an 88, which, hell, that could get higher when the console release comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the PS4 or Xbox One version will grant you a 92 or a 93.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 with a 78.
It's decent.
It's decent, yeah, it's good. It's no Star Fox with a 69, that's for fuck sure. And Unravel with an 81, which is a respectable.
I thought that would have had a lower score than that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And the games yet to be released, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Rhyme, if that shows up
Rhyme
this
should
year.
be just next year, because that game doesn't exist at this point.
Cuphead, which we still have no idea when that's coming out.
I think I know when it's coming out.
Oh yeah?
After September 13th. Because it's one of the games that I was reading the whole, Play Anywhere Xbox initiative where they have, buy the game on Xbox One digitally, you get the PC version, achievements transfer, your save file transfer, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the games supported is Cuphead. So it has to come out, at least we know it'll come past September 13th.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense then.
So
I hope
good
it comes
for me.
out on September 13th.
This guy.
And the last one, Gears of War 4, which is coming out in October, right?
Yep, October.
Okay, so yeah, that's yours. So that's the two folks that really matters and concerns us. But we do have two listeners that put in their 2 cents, and they are competing with us overall. First up, Aussie Legend, who decided to pick games that neither one of us went with, which, by the look of the scores, was a very smart decision. Delay-wise, Tacoma and Torment, Tales of Nymeria, both got delayed. Scores. Ozzy had Overwatch with a 91, Firewatch with an 81, The Witness with an 87, Mirror's Edge Catalyst with a 76, Zero Time Dilemma with an 87, and Oxenfree with an 80, in which Ozzy cursed on Polygon for that one, I'm sure.
What, they gave it like a 6 or 7?
Something like that, yeah. I remember him mentioning on Twitter to us, going, fucking Polygon. And the games yet to be released, Below and Dishonored 2, which I think both of those might score him very good.
Which one's Below?
That's that indie game. It's a 2D thing.
I'm blanking on it right now. Let me look it up.
I have this one image in my head, but it's hard to explain. As Izzy looks that up, I'll move on to Aaron B.
Oh, it's by Capybara, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Aaron decided to go with a mixture of games we didn't pick and ones we did, which I thought was awesome because we really got a mixture of picks here. So, delays for him the next year, Zelda Wii U, Tacoma, and Yooka-Laylee. His score...
Oh, that one hurts.
Yeah.
I really want to play Yooka-Laylee. If it would have came right now, I'd lose the bet immediately. I'd buy it. I wouldn't even care. I'd have to make that video.
Score-wise, he had Uncharted 4 with a 93, XCOM 2 with an 88, Unravel with an 81, Fire Emblem Fates with an 87, Quantum Break with a 77, and taking the lowest score away from me with Adrift, which got a 64. And the only game left for Aaron on the list that hasn't been released yet, The Last Guardian.
Yeah, I didn't think Adrift. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought it received a better critical reception. At least, I guess, I heard from the people who played it in VR, so that probably helps.
I heard, like, the VR version, everything that I've read. I looked at a few Steam reviews after this, too, because I was quite amazed. Like, wow, that got really low. But on Steam, like, a lot of the comments were, it's better to play the VR version. It's better to play a VR version, so...
I think that's coming to PSVR, isn't it? At some point?
I think so, yeah.
We'll see.
But there you go, folks. That's our quarterly fantasy draft update. The next time will be at the end of September. Yeah. So, like, right in the 1st of October, we'll go over the scores again and how they've changed. Probably won't be much of a change unless, like, Cuphead comes out beforehand. Because Gears of War will be in the last one. Oh, well, Mankind Divided.
Deus Ex will be out in August, so...
Yeah.
Ryman just suddenly drops. No, that game's done. It's such a shame.
Alright, so that wraps it up for our topic of the week this week. So we can move into our questions and comments. And we've got ourselves a question from S. Apples, my fellow newfie. And his question reads... My question is about special/collector's editions of games. What does it take for you guys to be interested enough to buy them? Is it the extra physical items offered, the steel case, or just your increased anticipation for a certain title. Some of them announced surrounding E3 look amazing and are really tempting, but then I realized I could essentially buy another full-price game for that added cost. Just curious on your thoughts. Excellent question. Like, that is awesome. So, I have an answer ready, but, what
yeah, I got
you?
one ready too.
Okay, fire away.
Statues. But the design of the statue has to be actually of good quality, and sometimes it's very hard to tell from the images.
Yep.
Like, the Uncharted 4 one, like, that's a fantastic statue for a collector's edition. The Uncharted 3 one is ass. So, but you couldn't really tell from the pictures. So that's
at least
why
there was a ring and belt buckle with that one.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell, but I know the one, at least the ones that you have pre-ordered right now are what? The Last Guardian, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Persona 5. The Last Guardian, I did not pre-order that version because I don't know how much I'm going to like that game, to be honest, so I'd rather just get the regular edition, plus it comes out next to PlayStation VR the same month. So I'd rather put that extra money to another game, and like S. Apples is saying right here, I'd rather put that, or a couple or more than that games, because these VR experiences, we've already seen they've announced some games that are going to be $20, so that seemed to be the price range, somewhere between $20 to $60. And then Horizon Zero Dawn, that's definitely one I know I want to get.
Yeah.
For sure. Persona 5, I'm not, like a Persona fan, I would say. I do enjoy aspects of Persona 4. So in a way I am a fan, but I haven't played through the game, so I'd feel like a poser buying that. But it does look like a cool collector's edition, but I'm just going to go for the regular edition. But in terms of like steelbooks and stuff like that, the extra goodies, not really for me. Like steelbook, it's cool. Like the Uncharted 4 one looks really nice. It looks like, like old, like a movie poster, pretty much. That's the artwork that they're using. But it's really like the statues that really get me. And I've bought a lot over the years, and I've gotten rid of a lot. Like, I think pretty much the only ones I got left are Uncharted 3, 4, The Last of Us, which has gotten really expensive, that collector's edition. I'm trying to think what else I got in my closet. I think that's about it. Like, I've sold a lot of them off, to be honest. Yeah. And cleared out a bunch of space. But statues are usually what get me.
Yeah, statues are a big thing for me, too. Just looking around my room, I've got, like, the ones from Tales of Exeria 1 and 2. I've got those two statues. I've got the Dark Souls 2 one, which is a really nice statue. I've also got the one from Injustice as well, which are big selling. Like, it's a fine statue. It's not the best that I have, but I really like that one because it has Wonder Woman about to crack Batman over the skull with Superman's baby spaceship. So,
yeah.
And I've got the Assassin's Creed 3 one as well, but I didn't buy that with the game when it came out. I got that as, like, EB Games had, like, a special holiday sale on at one point, like all these collector items for super cheap. Like, I got that for $10. It was
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it was all the goodies that were in the collector's edition except for the game. So, like,
it's not bad at all.
No, so I dove on that, and that statue's pretty nice. And I've got the South Park one as well for the Stick of Truth, which was essentially just a giant pop figure, really. So yeah, statues are a big thing for me. As far as steel cases go, I like them. They're nice. Mentioned earlier about Valkyria Chronicles. Like, it's an added bonus. Like, I like steel books, no doubt. But it's not something that really sells me on a collector's edition. I'm a big fan of, like, soundtracks. So a lot of, like, the JRPG ones that I have, like, I get those because of the soundtracks. I really like the music. Art books is another big thing for me. Like, a lot of the NIS collector's editions that I used to buy before, like, prices went to hell and really can't afford to pay, like, $120 for a Vita game now. But I used to buy those because of, like, the art book and the soundtrack. And the other little mini figures that used to come with them are nice. But a big reason why I buy collector's editions is not because I'm hyped for the game or that it increases my anticipation for it, but I buy the collector's editions because I really want to support those games. Like, that was a big reason why I used to buy from the NIS store and get those special editions. Like, I love your games. I want to give you the extra money for this product and get some extra stuff from it, which is rare and cool. I'm trying to think. I got the Persona 5 one because, yes, I'm really excited for that game, and I want to say, like, yes, I'm excited. Here, I will buy this special edition from you. I've done that for a few. I'm essentially doing that for The Last Guardian. Like, I've been waiting pretty much like 10 years for that game now, and it's like, the statue's beautiful. I love it, and even if this game was just revealed at last E3 and, hey, look at this statue, that's awesome, I want it, but I'm really getting that collector's edition to show, like, thank you for finally releasing this game. Like, just like an appreciation for it, really.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I kind of want it. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty cool with the Trico's the name of the creature, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the little boy standing on top of him with Trico sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really nice. It's sold on Amazon. Best Buy still got it though. I might get it.
I've gotten some other ones as well.
Yeah, it's hard to tell too. Like you were talking about NIS, some of those are going for outrageous prices right now. Like sometimes you might get burned on it. Like sometimes that's another thing we should talk about. Sometimes they overproduce these, and you get burned on it. For example, the Halo 5 one was like $250. Same thing with the Titanfall one. Months later, you saw those for like $100 or less.
Yeah.
Depending on what store you went, because they were just trying to move the inventory at that point. So it's hard. Like, you got to really pick and choose. And also, if it's a new IP, most of the time they don't necessarily overproduce it. Like, I remember the Mass Effect collector's editions, like, really expensive for the 360. Same thing with BioShock. Same thing with the original Assassin's Creed. So if they're a new IP and they're a new version, but that's if you're like a collector or if you want to resell it or whatever. But I'm at this point where
you
I just want to buy because I want to get it, you know.
Yeah, you always have to take that like chance. Like, the way I look at that is, if it's being sold through a retailer like EB Games, GameStop, or Best Buy, Amazon, they're probably going to be mass produced. But if it's like a store owned by the company putting them out, like NIS or Square Enix is another good example. They've been putting up like the big collector's editions exclusive to their website. Those are probably going to sell out and be unavailable.
That's like the Ni no Kuni one.
Oh yeah.
Like, that one was only available through Namco Bandai's online store, and then those went for like hundreds of dollars. I actually sold mine for hundreds of dollars. Like, it was only $100.
Yeah.
I sold mine for probably like $300 or something, and it was open. So like, it was like $200 or $300 that I sold it for. But yeah, this Last Guardian one looks like it's gonna be I kind of want it, but I'm looking at it right now.
It's just like a beautifully designed statue.
I don't know, there's something about the look that just looks really cool. The design of it.
There's been some other ones too, which the game has been, not that great, but the statue's really nice.
That's another thing. That's why I've gotten really picky. Like I said, I only have a few.
The big one that comes to my mind is the Order 1886. Like, the statue in that was really nice. I didn't get the biggest one that came with like the werewolf attacking him as well. I got the one before that where he's just like hunching behind cover. But that was a really nice statue.
It was. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah. My only problem right now is I have like no room to display anything else. Yeah,
I've gotten rid of shelves, as you saw in that pickups video. That shelf that I had behind me is gone. So pretty much what I have display now is, that's like another reason too that I got rid of those shelves, so I could limit myself on onto the things that I buy.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I want to clear up space. My closet is still full even after selling so many things. So.
Yep. So yeah, there you go. That's our thoughts on collector's editions and that. And thank you again, S Apples, for the question. We really appreciate it. That was really good.
Yeah, that was a good topic too. There's a lot of ways to dissect that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thanks again, and I do believe that's going to wrap it up for this podcast, and we're going to stick it under an hour, I do believe.
Yeah. Yeah, just right under an hour.
So, Izzy, why don't you do us the honors and get us the F out of here?
All right, so thanks guys for checking out this week's episode of the Glitched Out Gaming Podcast. Let us know in the comment section down below any of your thoughts on any of the lackluster news stories of this week. Your thoughts on the fantasy draft, your thoughts on some of your favorite games of this quarter. What are some of your reasons for picking up collector's editions? I'm sure S Apples would like to hear about that too. For Lord X, I'm Izzy, aka Israel Pacheco 89, and we are glitching out.
Hit the lever.